review. Tonight is Scottish beer night. I wanted to shake it up and do different beer nights if I could. Looking at the beer room, if I've got anything I've got multiples of, 3 or 4 of, you know, it adds interest, especially for people who are fans of that sort of genre. And tonight is Scottish beer nights, and my heart goes out and thanks go out, good evening, to Bolton Wanderer, a friend of the channel. I don't call people subscribers because I hate that word. Friends of the channel is always the better way. So this is the barrel aged, and welcome everyone, the barrel aged Innis and Gunn barrel aged Irish whiskey cask. I could not fit it all on the description. Irish whiskey barrel aged stout, 6.1%. Whoa, get in. Good evening. Yeah, I do like Innis and Gunn as well. So I'm just going to click off some of these because I've been on there. So, Innis and Gunn, am I of legal age? Yes. Select your country. Oh, for God's sakes. So, Innis and Gunn, does it say? No. Got some nice beers on the site. I'll just see if I can get any information first. Oh, the site's awful. One does apologise. Here we go. So, just seeing what new beers they've got in before I start hitting the beer. Oh no, go away. Pop-ups. They've got an Islay whiskey. Good evening. Islay whiskey cask, 330ml. Oh, it's sold out. Vanishing Point 02 as well. Vanishing Point 04, $14.99 for a 500ml. Gunpowder IPA, mangoes on the run. And there must be something to do with Inveralmond. Used to love Innis and Gunn. Yeah, I've had some nice ones off them. Irish whiskey cask. This is this one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So it's in Canon here. Isla. Yeah, these English people and their pronunciations. It wants to at that price, doesn't it? So, Irish whiskey cask, matured Scottish stout. That's the one here. Scotland is renowned for making whiskey. No shit. Ireland for making stout. Beer's here, mate. I'm going to pour it out in a second. This beer brings together and celebrates both nations by turning that convention on its head. Jet black in colour, aromas, elocution lessons as well. Aromas of dark chocolate, espresso and vanilla. Oh, look at that. With a full malt character. A beautifully balanced bitterness gives way to a long chocolatey finish. Good evening, Mr. Hophouse. And this is why I put it in this glass now, tonight. There we go. That's better. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. It does say read more. Mellow, complex, and decidedly different from the usual. Tasting notes are the aromas dark chocolate, espresso and vanilla. They're all going for the summer option. That's the only problem. To me, vary it with a full malt character. The taste, rich, malty, chocolatey, smooth and moorish. Hints of vanilla, oak and warm whiskey spice. The finish, balanced bitterness gives way to a long chocolatey finish. The malts are extra pale ale, amber and chocolate malts with roast barley. The hops are Hercules. The beer colour, jet black. Yeah. ABV 6.1%. Dietary guidelines. Contains gluten but suitable for vegans. And there we go. So let me just put the pop-up chat, whatever. And yeah, I couldn't fit all the description into. There we go, that's better. Right, so that looks a lovely pour. Jet black pour, little beige coloured head, centimetre of head as we can see. Oh yeah, very much chocolate. Yeah, I take no credence with what anybody else says. I review it my own way. 6.1% men. You've got to be individualistic, haven't you? You know, you take every beer as you find it. I take nothing with names on. Yeah, Irish and Scottish together, you know, it's a good combination, isn't it? Very much chocolatey on the nose. There's a chocolatey to the taste. There you go, mate. Look at that. It is a nice looking beer, nice tasting beer. Let's hope it makes its way into like B&M bargains and so on down in the rest in England. Lovely beer, and I will make sure I tag. So yeah, the local Tesco being in very high in Scotland, sadly not in the rest of. This is where, as beer fans, we need to petition to, you know, go on to Tesco and say, can you stock this? And you know, sometimes they will do it. I wanted King's Ginger liqueur in Tesco. I complained, well, not complained, I asked, and all of a sudden it appeared in Top Valley Tesco in Nottingham. 12%. Wow. There is a sweetness of the whiskey in this, and it's strong. Bayek, it's strong. Although third beer in, you'd expect it to be starting to wallop one. And the fourth beer is going to be interesting because I can already feel it now. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, every little helps. I know, it does my head in that the Scottish Beer Festival is 10 times better than the English Beer Festival in the likes of Aldi and Lidl. It's like, get them bloody beers across the border. Surely English people want to be tasting Scottish beers. Craft beer lovers want craft beer from wherever they can get it. There's not far from me and you. Are you walloped? I'm getting there, mate. I am. Got another beer yet. Yeah. This is only the third beer in. And I've had a dinner as well. To be fair, I thought Tesco's update, the first update was a bit poor. They were very weak, summery beers. One must remember as a craft beer fan that don't play to those people who want the pale ales and IPAs. You've got to play to the people who want dark beers, stouts as well, even if it doesn't matter. Yes, I'm waiting for that. Yeah. The first homebrew is going to be, the Vimto is nearly ready. I need to find my chuffing hydrometer. It's raining. Oh God, I've got the washing on the line. So this is, yeah, Scottish beer, Irish whiskey. Damn right. Mrs. Raggy won't. She's probably in bed by now. She's not feeling very well. She's got man flu. Yeah, she's got a cold or flu, and it's funny. Now, this isn't a thing against ladies. So, for any ladies present in the room or watching in the background, it's not a thing. But you know, when the wife gets a cold and flu, you can hear them whittling about it. When I get a cold or flu and whittle, and it's like, oh God, for God's sake, stop whittling. And it's like, you do worse than me. But you can't win sometimes, so I don't even try. Yeah, there's just a few spits and spats here, but a beer with a Jameson's on top, and good evening. Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it? Yeah, bit of Irish whiskey on top. Job's a good one. I mean, it looks a great stout, barrel aged. There is a new one that Innis and Gunn are doing, and I can't remember the name of it, but I've seen it on Facebook advertised, and it's not this one. There's another new one they're doing that looks amazing. But yeah, the Vimto wine's nearly ready. The first beer rather, I'm going to do is the barrel aged barley wine that I'm going to do. It's gushing it down where you are. Bless you. You haven't got far to walk, mate. And have you got your daughter with you, I presume? Have you got an umbrella? Malty, chocolatey, strong. And even though, is it classed as an imperial? No, just a barrel aged. Fair dues. You can tell the strength of the stout. Bless you. Beamish black with Jameson's on top. Since you were 17 as well. That might be a thing one day. If we can all be drinking, we've all got to be drinking the same beer. But yeah, live review. I like this idea of doing live reviews with the community. Not obviously also with other beer reviewers, but with the community as well. Community is key. Yeah. And she got started off right. Beamish black. I don't think I've ever had. I've had Jameson's before, don't get me wrong. But Beamish black, I don't think I've had that one. Yeah, that's a new one to me, that is. Yeah. And it's funny, you know, nowadays, I think Imperial Stout. Your old jock's in the glass breathing. Wow. I won't be too long. 9 o'clock now. I've got to be careful. It's one, I need to make sure I'm not at the beer festival, bless you, mate, it pays to be sensible sometimes. At the Nottingham festivals, I don't know how Craig, if Craig, because me and Craig are going, I've got the tickets, we're going, as long as he can make it up and nothing happens beforehand. If anything happens, we'll see what, you know, we'll play from there. It is what it is. You've got it in Morrison's near you. Ah, are you sure it's this one? I've not seen it anywhere. So the bell is being rang for the from our good friend from the Isle of Man. A Guinness on steroids. It was awful. Is that why you added the whiskey to it then? Yes, the snake venom review. Oh my gosh. Yes, that stuff hits you like a blooming brick. And I know we've got a lady stout, Imperial Stout drinker in the room. When we reach 2,000 subscribers, but hopefully when, I am going to be doing a live re-review of, 10 Duvels is too much. I'll be peeing all night. But Snake Venom, the world's strongest beer, in capital letters, you know, in 67.5%. Yeah. And this is a nice beer, matey. Very nice. Yeah. You know, your name came up on reviews as well last night. When I was looking at reviews, it said Geordie K. It is the same Geordie K, I presume. Yeah. Because you never know with YouTube. There's that many people out there all with the same names. I drank all but about 20 millilitres. So it was a 330ml bottle, 67.5%. No, I think we're going to go down the Snake Venom road, because Snake Venom's less to drink but stronger. 10 Duvel was 80%, but a Snake Venom re-review, yeah, but with plenty of time to acquire one. And if I'm doing it on StreamYard, it was you, right? Yeah. If I'm doing it on StreamYard, and we could make it a community review where I'm doing it on StreamYard, I actually give out for those that want to come on. That'd be something, wouldn't it? For those that want to come on and chat, as long as we don't go too silly with too many people, because I do find, and I know Craig knows this, when it gets beyond 6 or 7 people, it gets a bit silly. Famous Grouse. It's a nice whiskey, yeah. It's a very, very popular whiskey in Sainsbury's when I worked there. I mean, one must always remember that the best sellers are the best sellers for a reason. Obviously, price is a reason, obviously. But price is never always the reason. You know, it's a good seller because it's a 330ml bottle, 67.5%. It's strong. Really strong. Yeah, sod it. And if we bounce off the community, Innis and Gunn Blonde. Yeah, I hate it when they discontinue beers. Not just Innis and Gunn. We're talking all of them. Does my bolt in? Why discontinue good beers? Queen Margot, Lidl's. And this is coming from a Scottish person. So I respect the opinions of people who drink whiskey a hell of a lot more than me. Same with beer, same with wine. Yeah, the wife will be giving me, good evening, welcome back. Good night, matey. See you later. Yeah, it cannot be any other night than a Friday or Saturday. Yeah. For obvious reasons, being that you know, if I get, I can't be working the next day. Yeah, not with that much. And this is the thing with beers. We've all got our own opinions of every beer that we drink. Some beers hit the spot, some beers don't hit the spot. Some beers sound amazing to certain people. You drink them and you think, what's all the bloody fuss about this? Santis Swiss, never heard of that one. And thank you for joining back in. I've got a friend in Sweden. He's my server admin for my website, dcemu.co.uk. And him and his friends, they have whiskey nights. And they drink whiskies from all over the world, Japanese whiskies and so on. And expensive whiskies as well. More expensive than what I would pay, for sure. White and Mackay, that was another big seller in Sainsbury's. Bell's as well. Although I think Bell's probably the weakest of the popular whiskies. Famous Grouse was the strongest of the sellers in Sainsbury's that I remember. But it's been a while since I was in Sainsbury's. Yeah, you'd be surprised what's used in what. Grants, yeah. And they've got their, if memory serves me correctly, sherry cask, ale cask. Yeah, there's birds in the bloody privet just outside. Yeah, I've got a privet bush that's massive on next door's garden. That stops the nosy neighbours looking into the beer room, so that's great. And then I've got an oak tree, a Quercus robur. For those who don't, for those, I mean, privet is Latin name for privet. Ligustrum ovifolium. Oak is Quercus robur, common oak. So, lovely black pour, whitehead. Oh, you do get that hint of whiskey on the nose, you know, you really do. I mean, you get the malty, the chocolate, but you do get the hint of whiskey. There's a sweetness in the aroma and a booziness. It's different, it's very different. Oh. Funny enough, conifers are good for wildlife as well. So it's ligustrum. Whatever I said a minute ago, I might have been wrong. But yeah, ligustrum ovifolium, ligustrum parvifolium, with different versions of privet. Who's had proper 12 whiskey? Proper 12? Not had that one before, no. Black bottle blended whiskey. I have had that one. That was at Sainsbury's, yes. White House whiskey. There's a lot of variations, isn't there? You know, when you look around. Who's had still spirits whiskey? Anyway. You didn't like black bottle then? No? So, loving this. 6.1%. Innis and Gunn. Lovely sweetness from the whiskey element. 9:10, need to kill this review off. Yeah, a lovely sweetness from the whiskey element in this. Chocolate, malty, good strength. I like the fact it's barrel aged. And yeah, I think for myself, out of 5, Jack and Jim. Never heard of it. But obviously from England, I probably haven't. And I'm not really a connoisseur of whiskies. I like whiskies, don't get me wrong, but the cheaper stuff because I can't afford it. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.45 out of 5. Yeah, I thought it was nice. I have tried King Cobra. Yeah. I've reviewed it a few times on the channel. Yeah, it's a decent beer. Yeah, 4.45 out of 5. I totally enjoyed this, and I did like the blood red sky. I think it was blood red sky. I can't remember what the rest of it was called. Bourbon, I think it was. Yeah, blood red sky bourbon. Rings a bell anyway, at least. Of Innis and Gunn. Blood red sky bourbon. Yeah, something along them lines. Anyway, right. Who's Connor? Oh, Connor, the boxer, kickboxer bloke. Bourbon barrel and rum barrel is blood red sky. Thank you, Disco. You know when you've had a drink, can't remember. Fuck all, can you? One does apologise. Probably why it's a good thing that some people in the background are actually beer reviewers, who actually aren't drunk. It is, it's fantastic, and I need to do a re-review. I absolutely love that beer. Came into B&M and I bought 4 bottles and I loved it. Yeah, I did as well. Anyway, Conor McGregor, yeah. Him, and when he went up against the boxer, yeah, that was such a fake fight. I went to watch it at 4 in the morning as well, and I was sober because I had to drive home afterwards. And it was like, I've stayed up to watch this rubbish. Now I've not got loads of money to drink every day. No, Mayweather, that was it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no, I haven't got loads of money. No. I try and buy cheap stuff. And that's it for this beer review. Thank you everyone for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Last beer is Old Jock. This is like the king of the beers in Scotland, as far as I know. Never had it before, so I'm looking forward to it massively. And thank you everyone for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. And you know, interaction, wow, interaction is so key. What makes all of us love the beers. And back in 2 minutes. Cheers. Or less if I can get it done. Just make sure there's none left in the bottle, as you do. Oh my God.